So hello, welcome back to GoAgainGaming. Welcome to the backstage section. Welcome to the chat, Grand Engin. Welcome to the chat, Big Boss Book Club, and welcome to the chat, Andrew. Great to see you all. Grand Engin, you're saying, I was going to say, he changed the time again. Lol joke. Yeah, I am good. Thank you very much. A little bit late. I was watching the last episode of The Walking Dead, which is back now on TV. But yeah, be with you very, very shortly. Cool. Let's play some Talishar then, shall we? So hello, welcome back to GoAgainGaming, and welcome back to Azalea Online. Just a bit of a chill out sort of live stream that we do every Tuesday and Thursday, about 8 o'clock till around about sort of 10 o'clock. We'll see how it goes today. We might be playing a little bit less time today. But we'll see, maybe till 9:30, 10, but hopefully no later than that. We'll see. But thank you very much for everybody who's watching now or in the future. Welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So I had a bit of a long day today, because people that are in the Discord will know that I walked to work today, which isn't normally what I do. I normally cycle, but my bike's got a flat tyre, and I didn't have time to change it. So yeah, I walked today, and it was 5.3 miles, so I got 10,000 odd steps in before 9 o'clock this morning, so it was pretty ridiculous. So I've done my exercise for the day, and I'm also wearing my new Chaos Incarnate hoodie, so I'll be able to flog this soon. But so there's the look at that Chaos Incarnate hoodie. That is a lovely old job. So this is obviously the colour version. But yeah, loving life. Actually be able to do some, well, not modelling, because I'm not really model material, but actually be able to start promoting it properly now that I'm actually getting the threads through, and it's very, very nice, very, very nice feeling, good quality. Anyway, so yeah, we're here to play some Talishar today as Azalea, of course. So it's going to be interesting to see what results we get. We've had some interesting ones recently. We've had a few strange encounters on the old live stream and the old Talishar. But we'll see how it goes today. We'll see what we get. So let's go over to the live stream chat now. Well, not the chat, but the actual live stream camera. Okay. Big Boss Book Club sounds exhausting. Yeah, it was. It was nice though. It was getting up, obviously, as you saw on the photos that I posted. It was nice, sort of foggy. It wasn't dark. When I left, it was dark, but it was still quite nice out. The sun was rising. There was a foggy atmosphere. So it did feel like I was in a movie, especially with the soundtrack that I was listening to at the time. I was listening to The Last Samurai soundtrack by Hans Zimmer. If anybody's watched that film, leave a comment as to what your thoughts were of it. I think it's a fantastic film. Absolutely love it. The soundtrack is awesome as well. I'm more of a Doomslayer than Demon type bloke. A Doomslayer. Doomslayer? How long of a walk was that? It would be 10 hours for me. Yeah, so the walk this morning was about an hour and 40 minutes. So yeah, it was a bit of a long walk. I left at 7:15, got there just before 9. So yeah. That was written by Hans Zimmer. Holy shit, yeah, it was, yeah. So The Last Samurai soundtrack, the reason why it's so fucking good is because it was written by Hans Zimmer, the guy who's behind the Dark Knight soundtrack, behind Inception, behind Interstellar. That guy is an absolute genius when it comes to absolute dreamlike soundscapes. So yeah, massive fan of Hans Zimmer. And we're already on a massive tangent before we even start playing. But yeah, Hans Zimmer's a great composer. Does a lot of great stuff. So yeah, go and check him out. That's what I was listening to this morning, The Last Samurai soundtrack. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to be playing Talishar today, of course, with Azalea. So let me just log in to get my deck list. So it's this one. And pretty unchanged since last time, except for the fact that we are now running yellow Bolton shots and yellow Razor reflexes now as well. We've taken out the rapid fires for now because I don't think that we need to give all of our arrows go again. I'm also contemplating taking out 3 of a kind as well because after the last stream, if you tuned into any of that, all of my 3 of a kind plays were fucking garbage. So I am thinking of taking out 3 of a kind as well for something else, maybe another yellow pitch. I'm liking the yellows in this deck at the moment. I might even put the blue Bolton shots in, simply because they can go again if needed. They pitch for 3, they block for 3, and you know you're going to be buffing them when you play them most of the time to get their effect. So they're at least going to be well, most of the buffs in this deck are +3s, aren't they? So the 2 would still become a 5 if you were to play a +3 buff. Or I might put in a yellow take aim instead of the 3 of a kind. We'll do that for now. We'll put in. We'll edit the deck. We'll take out the 3 of a kinds, and we'll put in blue Bolton shots instead. We'll see if that makes any difference. Where's 3 of a kind? There. Because we're not really. This list started off as the Pavel Leszczuk sort of OTK combo list, but it's slowly changed like through the last couple of weeks of me playing it into something that I enjoy playing, which can go wide and can go tall to an extent. It's not playing on either one. It's like a mixture of both, and still can be also has quite a few defensive cards in there as well. So yeah, I'm going to put in the blue Bolton shots. So I was thinking of yellow take covers as well, simply because they do block for 3. They can reload a card. If you get it in your starting hand and you're defending, you can get a 5-card hand on your follow-up turn. So I used to run those in there, but I don't think I'm running too many arrows now in here. So I think I need to get some more arrows in there. So let's just put in the Bolton shot blues. I think that's probably the best thing to do, because they are very effective. So we're going to put in 3 of those. So that's it for now. Just running Death Dealer, no other option. So I think that's probably the best thing to do. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because I don't think we activate Death Dealer multiple times in any of this list. So I don't think we need to have the tri-shots in there. I don't think we need those. Tri-shots are all still in here, though. So maybe we do need... They are still in the list. So I'm talking trash already. We'll keep it. It's a 3 blue block 3. Sometimes with Death Dealer you can go a bit wombo combo style because obviously it draws you cards and nets you resources when you pitch blues and yellows to it. So maybe that is worth keeping in there. But we'll run this for now. We've taken out the 3 of a kind. So hopefully we won't see any 3 of a kind whiffs going forward. But we're just going to, as always, just host our own game so people know what they're getting into, because I don't want to fucking drop reputation because people see Azalea and they just don't respond after that. I had an issue the other day, which wasn't on stream, where I joined somebody else's game and they just didn't they just didn't respond. I think they were playing Dromai, I was Azalea, and they just didn't go to the actual game. So maybe they just thought, nah, I can't be asked to play. I'm just going to leave this guy waiting. I need to log in actually as well so I can access my sleeves. And anybody who's watching this as well, now or in the future, if you are a patron of the channel, you get access to specialised GoAgainGaming sleeves, which are quite cool. Actually, I'm going to change those now, actually. So I'm just going to do a single-player mode private game for now. Let me just post my deck list in here. I'm going to change the sleeves, because they're currently the Azalea cult ones. Let me just change that. So in order to change it, you just need to go down to here. Look. Oh, wait. Why haven't I got access to them? Oh, they're there. Yeah, so in order to change your sleeves, you just click this little button here. If you're a patron of the channel, of course, you log in via Patreon, and then if you just click this little menu button, you go down here, and you've got all the card backs here. You've got GoAgainGaming, Azalea Cult, Azalea Shot, Dromai, Kasai, Dorinthia, and an Azalea. So you've got quite a few different ones that you can use. So these are the classic GoAgainGaming ones. But I'm going to use something different. I'm going to use Dromai this time. Just because, just to throw some people off, I'm going to be using the Dromai sleeves. So let's just use those. And then yeah, let's host our own games. Let's go gag. Let's just do gag on my arse. If someone joins the game saying gag on my arse, then fair play. I've hosted the private game. Never mind. Let me just go back. Whoopsie. Maybe I shouldn't be calling it gag on my arse. John Randall Dacklerson, welcome to the chat. Let's just call it gag playing Azalea. There we go. Create. Not sure if people will actually join the game if I put gag on my arse. I'm not sure if that really works. Iyslander straight away. Let me guess. This is someone watching, isn't it? This is Grand Engin, or no? Is Grand Engin driving right now? How do I log in via Patreon? That's a good question, actually. I think there is an option to do it if you're not logged in. I should have given you a tutorial, actually. I don't remember. What do I want in this matchup? I think I want everything, don't I? I think I want everything in this matchup. Rusted relics, everything. Yeah, let's just go with everything. Null Rune boots. I will go first. Good luck, have fun. No, good luck. Have fun, not good luck. Fun have. That's like how the Japanese would say it. It's like good luck, fun have. It's like how they would say it. At least they're being nice. They're saying same. Good luck, have fun. They're telling me to have fun, which is nice, you know. So we haven't really got much here. We can't really load anything with Death Dealer, so that's garbage. We can opt to look at the top one. We can't get anything in our arse because we haven't got an arrow. So I guess should we just razor a Ravenous Rabble, or is that a waste? Rain Razors is waste in our hand right now. So ideally we need just to pitch that, but we can't. So I think we're just gonna Ravenous Rabble. What's the top card? What is the top card? Four. Sleep Dart on top. Okay, fine. We're just going to razor this we're going to razor it, pitching the Rain Razors to pay for it, just so we can get the Rain Razors out of hand, I think. So yeah, we're going to Razor Reflex, pitching the Rain Razors, and then just razor the Ravenous Rabble, just to put it up to 6, just to get the Rain Razors out of our hand, because we don't need that until later on. Because Rain Razors is a great sink below straight away, preventing the on-hit. There is no on-hit anyway, so he's just using his cards, I guess. Doesn't want to leak damage early. That's what it is, I don't think. He shouldn't have used that. What? Shouldn't have used what? And then we're just going to Arsenal and pass. Arsenal the Speed Glide Path. Yeah, lots of Bolton shots and Rain Razors here, so we could go quite wide with this. This next turn, so this could be quite good. We've got a blue to pitch as well to any sort of arcane nonsense coming at us. So this looks okay. Enlightened Strike, what's it, coming in for 7? Is it going to do a 7? Then he's just going to Arsenal Ice card and play Frostbites on my turn. Seems like he's going to do that, coming in for 7. Card was put on the bottom. Just going to Arsenal 1 and leave 1 after. Oh, no, he's undoing his action. Okay. Card was put on the bottom. What? Coming in for 7, is it? What is it doing? He should have went meta to push damage on an Azalea game. It's a Bull-lander. Ah, right, I see. Okay, right. I see what you mean. So it's like it's attack action Iyslander. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay. Command and conquers and all that sort of shit. Bull-lander. I've never heard of that phrase before. Okay, right. So we've got 6 coming in. We can block it all, but there is a pummel being held over our heads here with the 2, isn't there? Let's be honest. So let's just chuck. There's a pummel coming, isn't there? There's definitely a pummel coming. So do we just block it all out, opt, and then see what's on top? Just go defensive. We are running more cards in deck. So let's just do a full block for 9. Fine, pass. So yeah, I'm assuming that 2 that was left over there was for a pummel. So I'm not letting that happen. Michael Hamilton's list or a variation of a hybrid and Iyslander, yeah. Yeah, it's a good deck actually. I played against it in Lille actually on the Classic Constructed Side event. I did actually play against something like this. So we're going to opt 1, see what's on top. Aether Ice Vein for 3 damage. And if it hits, I discard a card. Okay. Undid their last action. Okay. Playing the Aether Ice Vein from the Arsenal, fusing. Okay, so this is definitely going to hit me. Okay, pass. I guess I'll prevent 2. So I'm not going to discard a card from this anyway. So I might as well pitch the Rain Razors. Again, that could come in handy later if I'm not dead by then. But they're screwing over my turn here. I still get to look at the top card as a result of the cross-wrap resolution, but I will not get to activate it, I don't think. So I'm going to take some damage now and get a Frostbite, potentially. Or am I not getting a Remorseless on top? Yeah, why not? We'll keep it on top. We're going to draw it. But yeah, we can still activate Azalea's ability, but we can't actually play it because of we haven't got any resources left, so we're just going to pass, unfortunately. Screwed over our turn a little bit there, but that's what Iyslander does, I guess. Cool, okay, we'll see what happens next. 2 cards in hand. I guess that's the good thing about them playing on our turn, is that their turn is less impactful. But yeah, having to pitch here to a Coronet Peak, so I'm probably going to pitch the Endless Arrow. Because that comes in handy later if I am going to... Yeah, we'll pay for this. Pitching Endless Arrow. I do have a blue to fuel my turn, so I'm hoping... I do have a blue and a Tunic to fuel my turn, so I'm hoping that's going to be enough. So let's play the Read the Glide Path first and see what happens. So +3, opt 1. This is where they're going to come in at me with a Channel Bleak Expanse or some form of disruption, because this is a way to push damage through, which Iyslander doesn't want to have to deal with, I guess. Yeah, here we go. Frost Hex. This is a card that's really, really annoying because, but when the end game comes round, once they do the Ice Eternal, you're taking like most of the time you're taking 15 to 16 damage. All at once, so it's pretty nasty. I get a Frostbite now as well, but they can't do any more interactions from the Arsenal because now they've played that out of their Arsenal, so that's fine. So as long as I get rid of the Frostbite, I'm not going to be taking any damage. I will activate the Tunic, pitching the Tri-Shot, so I get 3 resources now. So that gives me a little bit of insurance if they do any more ice shenanigans. But I'm not sure if they can, because they don't have any Sleep Dart on top. Do I want to put that on top? What am I doing? I'm going to be activating Death Dealer to put in the Bolt and Shot and then firing the Remorseless afterwards, aren't I? So let's just keep it on top, I think. Keep it on top. So activate Death Dealer. Still got 2 resources left. Put Bolt and Shot into hand and draw. And then this is coming in for 7 go again if it hits reload. So absolute worst case scenario, I can bullseye bracers the Remorseless or Sleep Dart into the arsenal and then fire that off as well. If they do not block the full thing, then I can still bullseye bracers. And I think it's probably the time to do that, just to put pressure on, because you need to leak some damage through. That's what you need to do. So yeah, they're fully blocking everything, so they don't want me to reload, but I can still have a free pass with a bullseye bracers, Remorseless into the arsenal. Let's just do a Sleep Dart. No, was it until the end of their next turn? So I guess that doesn't really matter. So that let's just use. Let's just do this. Remorseless, and then fire that off as well. Come in for 6. Yeah, because of bullseye. So taking 6 action cards cost them a life. Obviously, they're not going to play anything. They're just going to pass straight back. Luckily, we have card advantage now. They have nothing in their arsenal, so that's nice. So we're going to use the cross wrap. They can't interact with us because they don't have a card in their arsenal, which is absolutely key here. Fateful Scene on top. No, that can go to the bottom. Fateful Scene probably not really that good in this deck, because if they do have attack actions, it's probably going to be the CNCs and all that sort of thing. So it's a shame that the Sleep Dart is on top here, because we ideally want to be playing the GoAgainers, but we could activate Azalea, and then worst case scenario, we could Command and Conquer. So let's just do that. Let's activate Azalea blindly. Sink Below goes into the arsenal, fine. Then we'll just Command and Conquer and then pitch this. So 6 damage, still pretty good, I guess. And then we got a defensive option in our arsenal, and then we got some Go Again shenanigans next turn, potentially with the Sikkim Shot and the Endless Arrow. So yeah, still keeping card advantage here, which I think is crucial. They're probably happy to see the Command and Conquer go at this point, because obviously it destroys their arsenal. So obviously the arsenal is key for Iyslander, because they can't interact unless they've got an ice card in there, or a blue card in there, should I say. So yeah, I've done another 6 damage to them there. Bit of a defensive hand here, but obviously it's only good against physical damage. So, but we do have a blue pitch card next turn, which is good for getting around the obviously the taxing effects. And they're coming in with Command and Conquer themselves now, so they're going to destroy my Sink Below, which is not too bad, really. They're probably thinking that there's a good arrow or some sort of stuff hiding around in the arsenal there, so it's good that I've sort of put that Sink Below in there now, so I'm not losing a valuable card, I'm just losing a D-react. So what's my turn's going to look like? A Death Dealer interaction to put the Sikkim Shot in there, draw a card, but then I can't get something back into the arsenal. So let's just take it. Let's just take 6. We're going to do the knock on the death whistle situation, I think. Yeah, so that's where you need multiple ways of getting things into your arsenal, which is why you need stuff like take cover and all that sort of thing. So what do we want to do here? If we go and knock the death whistle, we go and get something on top, reload. We could go get Sikkim Shot on top and then fire 2 Sikkim Shots potentially. So if we play knock the death whistle, we reload the Sink Below into our arsenal. We then activate Azalea, get the Sikkim Shot into the arsenal, use the oh, no, I'm not sure if that's going to work. We need a tunic trigger, really. I'm not sure if that's going to work. Okay, let's just go for a big arrow instead. Let's go for a battering bolt or something. Yeah, let's go for a battering bolt and then arsenal card. Keep the 5 card situation. But they can interact with this, can't they? So yeah, I guess that's the main thing. Here we go. Maybe I should have thought about the interaction instead and kept the blue in hand, potentially. Yeah, okay. I probably should have done that then. Waning Moon. Prevent the damage. Do I want to prevent all the damage? I'm going to be getting a frostbite after this as well. No. Let's not. 2 damage. No. Right, what do we want? We still want the battering bolt? Or is that just too risky? We still got a frostbite, so it's actually going to cost us our entire hand to play. So no, probably don't want that either. They have now got rid of their arsenal, which is good. So I guess, do we each go for the Endless Arrow? Need a 5 attack really, don't we? Let's just go Red in the Ledger. Sod it. Reload the... if we reload the Sikkim shot... No, we still can't do it. We still can't do it. So let's just reload the Sikkim shot. Activate Azalea. Pitch the sink below. That's got Dominate, and then we'll just play this. So it's got Dominate, so I guess you have to chuck some equipment under it. Yeah, I couldn't have afforded Battering Bolt in the end because I was frostbitten, so I wasn't able to do it, unfortunately. I should have kept the blue in hand, really. I should have just used Death Dealer and then kept the blue in hand. Knocking the Death Whistle for an arrow is just no good against Iyslander, really, unless you really need a dominated arrow. But I don't think I need a dominated arrow right now. I think I should have just tried to leak some damage through. Okay, so they're going to take 3 unless they have a sink or some D-react. No. Okay, fine. So again, another defensive hand here. They got less alive, so I'm just going to pass and take cover. We'll reload the Battering Bolt in. And then we can Battering Bolt next turn. So let's just do that. Let's just do it without even doing anything else. Battering Bolt. So 2 for 6, pretty good. When it hits, they reveal their hand and discard all cards other than action cards. They lose 1 life for each card discarded. So that's quite cool. I don't know whether Iyslander really uses much stuff. Does she use a lot of non-action cards? Because I guess probably not, because she just turns things into instants if you put them in the arsenal, right? So they're blocking with a Lake... Oh, no, they're playing a Lake Frigid. Okay, fine. It's better played now after the Battering Bolt than before, I guess. Still got 1 floating as well. Not that it matters, but we're going to put the Snatch in the arsenal, I guess. So yeah, we do get a frostbite from this, which is a bit shit, but hey-ho. So we're going to take a damage from that unless we pay 1. So we can still pay 1 with the 1 floating we have. Arsenal the Snatch. Waning Moon for 3. We'll pay 1. So we take 2. Okay. And still coming in for 6 afterwards. Come on. What are you going to do? Taking it. Fine. Pass. End. Arsenal. Do you want to pitch for that? No, fine. We won't. We'll take another 1. Sod it. The 1 extra might come in useful somewhere else. A lot of reds in hand here. Bit of a shame, but we can potentially just go again with the Enlightened Strike and then Snatch if we need to. Coronet Peak. We will pay the 1. So we'll pay chucking away the thing. Bleak Expanse is out though, so everything's going to cost an additional 1, which is a bit of a shame. But we can use... Yeah, we can play out our hand here because we've got a Tunic trigger. So we can pay 1 for the Enlightened Strike, pitch this to the Enlightened Strike, then we can come in afterwards with a Snatch. Paying for it using the other Snatch and still threatening the 5-card hand at the end through the Snatch. Which I think is probably the best thing we could ask for right now. But we'll see what they do, what they interact with on their turn. But I guess, yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's do... So everything costs me 1 extra. So to do this, I have to pitch this and put a card on the bottom. Okay, maybe not then. Okay, let's just, because we can use a tunic trigger to do the snatch. Okay, fine, yeah. So let's see what happens after this first. Force them to use their card from their arsenal to interact with my turn. Playing another Frost Hex. Okay. And then I get a Frostbite. Yep. So I'm not going to be able to do the tunic trigger to do the snatch now because it costs 2 rather than 1, which is a bit of a shame. And now they're going to Waning Moon me as well for 3. God, it's mad, isn't it? Waning Moon is very, very oppressive, isn't it? I guess we can do nothing about that. We're going to get a Frostbite, unfortunately. Enlightening Strike. I should have just chucked 7 under it. You should just be going tall against Iyslander rather than wide because you never really get off your second attack. So I probably should have just given that +2 power. But then again, it's forcing them to use their interaction against a potential go wide turn. Even with Channel Lake out, maybe that's what they were afraid of. But are they afraid at all against Azalea? That's the thing. Are they just lolling with me? But hey ho, 2 Frost Hexes out now. That's going to be hard to get round. If they ice a turn or something, that's just going to be it, isn't it? So 5 go again. I've got a Frostbite out plus Channel Lake, so everything costs me 2. So I'm not going to be able to do anything about this, unfortunately. I can't follow up on this at all. Sinking below, so leaking 1 damage. Channel Lake is still around as well. Elemental Wizard. No, so the Channel Lake's going to go, right, after this. The Channel Lake's going to disappear. And then I can't do anything else, can I? So, unfortunately, I'm going to take 2 damage from the Frostbite, which is a shit, really. 0, 0. Oh, Channel Lake came out on my turn, so now it's their turn. Now they have to keep it around. Is that right? Something like that? Yeah. Channel Lake's going to go now, hopefully. Do we want a Memorial Ground? We've got a Seek and Destroy. Do we want a Memorial Ground? No, we can only buff 1 thing, so I guess probably not. But we can activate Azalea to get it into the arsenal. So let's do that. That's Memorial Ground. It's going to cost us a card to do that, though. So let's pitch the Sleep Dart. Pass, I guess. Put a red Bolt and Shot on top. Cool. Channel Lake goes away. Right? Surely. Channel Lake goes. See ya. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go away. Dem Wizards, man. Yeah, I know. Just don't let you play, do they? Don't let you play game. Coronet Peak. Okay. Choose a tunic trigger. Oh, we have to pitch for it because of Channel Lake. Fuck me. Pay 1, discard. Pay 1 then. Fine. I'll get rid of the Bolt and Shot. Go away, Channel Lake Frigid. Go away. Do 1. Fuck off. Get out of here. Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I thought. Right. Activate Azalea. Give Bolt and Shot dominate. It's end of turn. Not that it matters now because I can't play the other card afterwards, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. But it's still going to be coming in for 7. Obviously, it costs nothing. Still holding on to the tunic trigger, which could be a bit of a difference next turn. But yeah, they got nothing to do on their turn because they got no arsenal. So they can't play anything on my turn because they don't have anything in their arsenal. Which is what Iyslander cares about, right? Yeah. Cool. So bottom shots in the arsenal. Then we will seek and destroy. So that's cool because it forces all of their hand to be used. Otherwise, they have to discard. So it means that they cannot arsenal anything unless they fully block with their entire hand here, or equipment, which is what we want to be doing here. So yeah, let's just fire that off. So 7 dominate. If it hits, they have to discard their hand at the end of their turn before they draw up. So they can't arsenal anything. So quite a crucial move here, I believe. We'll see. So they've let that hit them, pass, end turn, and now they have to use all of the cards in their hand. Have drawn a rustic relic here, so this could prevent 3 damage. Enlightened Strike coming in. Go again. They're choosing go again for the Enlightened Strike for 5. What do I want to be doing here? If we block for 5, we could still Tunic and Endless Arrow. Let's block for 3 and leak 2. See what happens after this. So they have go again. What are they going to do with that? Coronet Peak. Okay, right, makes sense. So we're going to... We'll use a Tunic for that, I think. Pay 1. Not going to discard. And they didn't get to Arsenal a card because of the Seek and Destroy effect, which is nice. What are they doing? Yeah, so they're saying trying to Arsenal. So they can't because of Seek and Destroy. Yeah. So no probs. Yeah. So they were trying to Arsenal a card, but they can't because of Seek and Destroy. So Seek and Destroy, very good against Iyslander. So we might be able to do some damage now. So if we're gonna pitch to Death Dealer, pitch the Rusted Relic. So we've got 2 floating. Put the Endless Arrow in, draw a card, and now we got 2 buffs. This is the best possible draw we could have because we can still activate Azalea if there's a better arrow on top to force damage. So this is a lovely old job. Razor Reflex on top, no. Take aim. Endless Arrow for 10 damage. That's quite a lot of damage, baby. And it's going to go back to hand, most likely. It's a shame it's not dominated, because that would have been vile. Evening, Neros. Hope you had a lovely day. Welcome. I'm just endless arrowing this poor Iyslander for 10 here. So yeah, 3 to 15. I'm hoping I can get there. Hoping, praying that I can get there. Wounded Bull. Coming in for 8. Do I just take it? Do I just take it? I have a blue in hand. Sod it. Let's just take the damage. This could be the death of me. This could be the death of me. They're arsenaling a card. Right. What do I want to be doing here? E-strike. I need to be going for the lethal. So E-strike is lethal anyway, isn't it? So let's... There's going to be an ice card in the arsenal. If it's a Channel Lake, that screws my entire turn. So first of all, let's opt. Let's see what happens with this, first of all. I've got one blue in hand. Channel Lake fucking frigid. Course it is. Course it fucking is. Create a frostbite. Course it is. Yeah. Lovely old job. Got out of that one, didn't they? Knock the death whistle on top. No thanks. Don't want it. Although it probably would have been good to prevent the arcane damage. Right, so if I use Enlightened Strike, that costs me, what, 2? So I pitch this. I have 1 left over. I have to tuck a card to give it go again. And then I can potentially come in with the Endless Arrow with the 1 last resource. So I think I can still do this with the blue pitch. So let's play that. Let's pitch the Tri-Shot. Put the Battering Bolt on the bottom. And choose go again. There we go. Okay, 5, go again. Still lethal, 2 cards in hand. Got an Endless Arrow after this as well. Come on. Oh, 1 Tunic resource. So you got 3 floating resources. What's that going to be? Unmovable? Is it unmovable? Probably is, isn't it? Waning Moon. Oh my god. Am I going to die to Waning Moon? Undid their last action. Coming in with the Endless Arrow. I'll pitch 1, I guess. Prevent 1. So it's still lethal. I guess they could block with their Storm Striders. Maybe that's what they need to kill me. Storm Striders. No, they take 1. So they go to 1. Endless Arrow goes back to hand. So I can put that in the arse. Oh, I've got 2 blues here. So I think I might have a lifeline. Channel Lake is still out. They've got 1 card in hand. They're just going to Arsenal that card. So this card's going to cost me quite a lot. So let's play. Let's activate. Well, to activate the Tunic, we need to use resources. So we're just going to have to do it to get the maximum resources. But this is where they're going to respond, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Right, so I get a Frostbite. Do I want to make my his next attack gain Dominate? Do not care about that. Okay, fine. So now we've got Seek and Destroy. Let's play that. Oh, they didn't keep the Channel Lake Frigid around because they couldn't pay for it. I see. Right, okay, fine. Let's use the Opt then. If this is a dominated arrow, we think we win. Yes, okay, keep that on top. Activate Azalea. Give it Dominate. Eat my ass. 7 Dominate. Undid their last action. Okay. Okay. 7 Dominate. Waning Moon. Okay, here we go. I'll prevent 3. Pitching Rusted Relic. Still got another blue in hand if they decide to do anything else. 7 Dominate. Is it GG? Is it a GG situation? Sink below. He's going to die. He's going to die. Is he fucking dead? Yeah! GG! GG. Oh, what a shame. You're playing a meta hero and you lost against Azalea. Oh, no. What are you going to do? There we go. Thank God for that, eh? Card advantage as. Yeah, absolutely. Isn't Storm Strider block 0? Yeah, it is, yeah. He's trying to fish for lethal, but I don't think he's got it. No, luckily not. Did he pitch an ice card to keep the channel? No, unfortunately not. So yeah, always good to keep fighting. Azalea gets the win. Yes. Thank you very much for tuning in, people. That was a good game. That was a very, very good game. Azalea winning against, obviously, a meta hero right now in Iyslander. So it's good to see that happen. The Frost Hexes were building up. I was thinking, right, I'm going to die. But luckily they didn't. They wasn't able to keep their channel lakes around for long enough to disrupt. And luckily I had the blues in hand to get round those turns where the Frostbites and the channel lakes were proving me issues. I think actually one of those blue Bolton shots did come in handy with the blue pitch, simply to get round one of those turns where I wouldn't have had anything to do otherwise. Because that's where you can really, really get choked out with Azalea and Rangers in general, because they're very, very resource intensive. They do take a lot of cards to make them work. So obviously having the blues in there, I think, especially in this meta at the moment, not that I know anything about the meta really, but what's running around at the moment, a lot of Icelanders, a lot of ice mechanics and taxing mechanics. So having a lot of blues and building around blues is good, I think. So I think the inclusion of the Bolton shots, the blue Bolton shots, instead of the 3 of a kinds, made a lot of the difference there. And again, 3 of a kind is a red pitch card that then draws you 3. Probably not what you want to be doing potentially in that sort of game. So yeah, that went pretty well. So that was pretty good. Thanks very much for tuning in, everybody. Probably going to have time for, well, it's only 10 to 9, so yeah, we still got time for another game at least. So I don't have a competition prepped for tonight, so we're just going to try and jump into another one. But yeah, that was a good game. That was a good one. That one. So that was a lovely old job. So we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do it again, baby. I'm going to do it again, see what we come up against. Gag, playing Azalea. Good job, got her. Yeah, I did. Yeah, got Iyslander in the end. So let's go to create game. I mean, we pretty much kept the whole deck against Iyslander there as well, didn't we? We kept the whole deck, even like fatigue shots we didn't take out. We probably should have taken those out as well, because they're useless against Iyslander. Yeah, fatigue shots are useless. I've only got 2 in there anyway. Where are they? Are they even in here still? Fatigue shots, are they even in the deck anymore? Maybe they're not. I swear they are. No. They're not in there anymore. Fatigue shot is not in there anymore. Hey ho ho ho. Dorinthia. Wow, I haven't played Dorinthia in a long time. Battering bolts might come in useful against this then. So take out the rusted relics. Steep dart's good. Bolton shot obviously. Tri shot. Yeah, I think everything else stays, to be honest. Take covers, all the D-reacts stay. Command and conquer, yeah, why not? And let's just go first, I guess. Good luck, have fun. But haven't played against too much Dori. I know that you have to block a lot, but then that doesn't really give you much stuff to do on your turn. Doesn't give you much stuff to do on your turn if you keep blocking all the time, which is the only issue. So we'll see how this goes. Haven't played much Dori or against much Dori, so I don't really know what to come up against here. But we do have a big turn straight away of a massive battering bolt if we want to. Battering bolt is going to be top tier versus Dori. Yes, exactly, and that's what I'm probably going to try and do now is just fire this battering bolt off straight away. So let's activate Death Dealer, pitching fatigue shot. Pass. Choose battering bolt, draw a card. Then we're going to seek and destroy, and then come in with the battering bolt for 9. Yeah, battering bolt's probably the best card against Dori. Let's be honest, but they're chucking away 3 cards here. which is fine, I guess. We get to Arsenal still. Rain Razors can go on the bottom. Arsenal, the Sleep Dart. Sleep Dart as well is good because obviously it turns off her hero ability, so she can't swing twice. But normally she can swing twice through like Twinning Blades and stuff like that, which give her additional attacks with the same weapon. Goblin Reserve, love you. At work, so I can't stay, but want to stop quickly and tell you that you're amazing and hope you have a wonderful day and rest of your stream. Thank you very much, Hank or Wifey, whoever it is. I love you lots as well. I can't wait to see you at Worlds, baby, San Jose. Right then, so Erase Face does fuck all against Rangers, really. So your next arrow attack gains +3. Yeah, so we could still come in for 9 with the Sleep Dart next turn, or a dominated attack. So I think we just say yes, we'll take this, because this isn't a weapon attack, so we'll just take it. Because it doesn't affect anything else, I don't think. No, it's only we lose all Ranger keywords, so we haven't got any of those at all. So I think we just fire a... Do we just fire a dominated... Do we just fire a dominated battering bolt? We knock, go get battering bolt, activate Azalea, put it into there, and then fire it off with the buff for a 9 battering bolt. Do we just do that? Yeah, let's do it. We're not here to mess around. Let's go get a battering bolt on top. Let's activate Azalea's ability to give battering bolt dominate. This should be nice. Might see a few equipment blocks here, but still 9 is quite a lot of equipment blocks. So we're going to read the glide path to give it +3. We'll leave that on top. And then we will just fire this off, pitching both of these cards. So yeah, 9 dominate. If it hits, they discard all of their non-attack action cards. All of their non-action cards, which is pretty nice. So we're just battering the shit out of Dori right now with battering bolts. Although they have done 6 damage to us already, the crackback here I think is interactive enough for us to maintain the tempo afterwards. Could be wrong, but I haven't played against enough Dori to really understand the situation. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. 9 dominate. So if they block with a 4 block defense react, they still have to block 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They still have to block with all of their equipment in order to stop this from hitting. So it's a big decision to make, and that's if they block with a 4 block from hand. So still a massive decision for them to make. But if they've got a defense react in their arsenal, that's still potentially 2 cards plus a card from their equipment. So I guess this is still a good idea, I think, at this point. So they're blocking from 1 card from hand. And now what are they going to do now? So they could taking 6 unless they block with something else or de-react. Oasis Respite, okay. Pitching the pummel that they had. Pummels, what was that used for, I guess? So they still take damage, and they didn't discard anything. Okay. So Dawnblade, there's 2 left. Dawnblade for 3. What do I do? So I just block for 6, and then just Enlighten Strike next turn. Yeah, we'll block for 6, and then Enlighten Strike next turn for 7. It's a pure slogfest, isn't it? Jesus. Pure slogfest. I'm a bit scared now, though, because I think they will have the tempo after this. They might even choose to not block at all against this, because it's only 7. We're still quite early game, so this life probably doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're probably going to see no block here at all. Go down to 31. Okay. Blocking for 6. Wow. I forgot they had that. I forgot they had access to that bad boy. 6 defense for 1. That's crazy. Completely forgot they had that card available to them. Fair enough. Dawnblade. Okay, floating 2. So that's probably a 7 block at least, isn't it? He's a block 7 at least. So that's the Perch Grapplers, the Battering Bolt, and the Seek and Destroy. if I want to follow up with a Tunic, load the Bolt and Shot into the arsenal, draw a card, and probably raise a reflex that through. That's probably the only thing I can really do, unless I sacrifice life and then see what they have on the second hit. If it hits, yeah, you can attack again. So let's just do this. Block, block, and block. Block for 7, and then we can still Death Dealer the Bolt and Shot in. Okay, fine. So activate Tunic, activate Death Dealer, put this into there, draw a card, and we got Bolt and Shot in there. So it's only 4 damage though. That's the thing. But still, I guess that's all we can do, and we still got the equal amount of cards with the stuff that we have here. Blocking with Spoils of War. Okay. Blocking with Spoils of War and Refraction Bolters. Okay. That's a couple of good cards drawn from their hand there, but I guess that's fine. Oh, cool. We got quite a defensive option in Sink Below. We got a potential nice big turn next turn, but coming in for 6 with 1 floating, I think that needs to be fully blocked. So we're going to chuck in Red in the Ledger and Ravenous Rabble and then pass and see what happens. And we'll sink, blocking for 9. Pass. Fine. Okay, cool. Oh, we live to fight another day. Well, activate Azalea, see what's on top. Rain Razors, that can go to the bottom for now. Then we're just going to play Read the Glide Path to opt again. Razor Reflex, again, that can go to the bottom. And then we'll just play this out for 5. Okay, pass. We got nothing else after that, unfortunately. That's just raw damage. But now we have sacrificed a card advantage, which is a bit of a shame here. We are on more life, but they've got more cards now, and that's a bit of an issue. Warrior's Valor, 2 floating. So coming in for 5 damage. If it hits, they can attack again. So we've got 6 there. Maybe we just let this hit. So we just we'll let this first one hit and see what happens. Fine. Go down to 29. They're going to crack their things to give it go again. Is that right? Yeah, the attack gains go again. All right, okay. Brave Forge Bracers. So coming in again for Dawnblade again for 4. And they got 1 card in hand, 1 in arsenal, so we need to overblock this one, really. So if we chuck in the Take Aim, if we chuck in the Read the Glide Path and the Perch Grapplers and then see what happens after that, we could still bullseye the Sleep Dart and fire it off. Potentially, yeah. So if we chuck in Read the Glide Path, because we need to use the Take Aim to reload the... What do we need to do next turn? So coming in for 4, we need to block 2. One with the... Okay. Nah, let's block 4. Let's just block 4. We can load the Death Dealer, draw a card, can't we? So let's block 4 and see what happens. Tunic trigger gives it extra 1. Okay, fine. Razor Reflex. Stroke of Foresight. Okay, fine. We'll Fateful Scene then, in that case. Sick'em Shot on top. Do we want that? Oh, we can't activate Death Dealer anyway because we don't have a resource. Oh, we can bullseye it, but then we won't have a resource to use. Never mind. Never mind. We can just Arsenal and pass, can't we? At least we block this. We block it all out. Stop that from happening. Stop the additional attacks going through. Fine. Fine. There we go. Taking it. There's not much else we can do on our turn, unfortunately. We can't activate anything, so we're just going to pass. We're going to have to Arsenal and pass. The sleep dart is good for next turn. We do have a very defensive turn here. So, wow, we have to have a defensive turn against a Steel Blade Supremacy, let's be honest. Okay, what does this do? So 5. So breakpoints all over the shop here. So what we're going to do is we are going to... There's 1 floating. So again, I think we need to take the first hit and see what they do on the second hit. Because they still haven't got any counters yet. So that's the main value. We want to stop them from having counters. That's what our aim is to do, right? So let's pass and see what happens. Pass. Are they destroying the bolters? No, they're not. Okay, fine. Okay, so they've got no other attacks? Because they had to give that go again, right? Oh, they have. Okay. How are they giving this go again? I don't understand. Oh, okay, Dori, right. Okay, right. So now we're going to have to block with all of our stuff. We've got a lot of cards in hand now, so we're just going to have to block with everything. Because on our turn, we can use the Rain Razors and the Tunic to come back for 7. So I think we're just going to have to block with both of these, pass, and then block for an additional 8. Overpower. What does this do? +2. So yeah, we're just gonna sink this card then. They got no other cards. We got 1 more, so we're just gonna play that. We're not going to sink a card, just in case they have another shenanigan afterwards. So blocking for 9 in total. Eat my ass. No damage gets through. Lovely. But yeah, I still think we had to. Oh, they broke the legs. Okay, that's fine. As long as they broke the legs to not get any counters, I'm happy with that. Fine. So now it's our go. We do have a Tunic trigger, luckily. So first of all, we'll use this to opt to see what's on top. Remorseless. I think Sleep Dart's better because she can't attack twice with the same weapon. So I think Sleep Dart is better, although it doesn't have Dominate. We'll leave that on top. We're just going to do the original plan of firing a Sleep Dart at them, and then potentially rain razing it over the top. So coming in for 5. See what they do first. And we still got to take cover for our defensive turn next turn. So Rain Razors, they've already committed to their blocks. So now going over the top for 1, turning off her hero abilities. Arsenal this. Dawnblade, okay, pass. Take cover. Load in the Remorseless. Okay, so that was good. That was a good turn. So now we can just Seek and Destroy, take aim, fire Remorseless. So Seek and Destroy, opt 1, Bolt and Shot can go to the bottom, then we'll just take aim. And then Remorseless coming in for 11. 11, no defense reactions can be played from Arsenal. That was a good one. That was a good attack. See, it should have been named Gag Eat My Arse. Yeah, it should have done. Should have done. And this is great because obviously this destroys their arsenal at the end of their turn. So I am very, very well versed in destroying arses. It's what I like to do in my pastime. Just destroy arses all day, every day. and occasionally eat them as well. Right. Anyway, so they're just gonna take 11. Gonna take 11. Oasis Respite. Okay. Prevent 4 damage. Okay. Loads of Command and Conquers in my arsenal right now. In my hand, even, should I say. Dawnblade. Okay. Dawnblade. Dawnblade for 3. Is it? Well, it's not going to be 3, is it? Let's be honest. So let's just block this. See what happens on the next swing. Because we can always rabble. Oh, here we go. Okay, what does this do? Should have overblocked, but never mind. I can overblock on the next one, I guess. Well, no, I've only got... Well, I got 6 block in hand, Ravenous Rabble, worst case scenario. But they are. I am taking 3. Glint the Quicksilver. What's this? Draw a card, go again. So, okay, so I've taken 3 damage. They're going to Dawnblade again for 3. Nothing at all going on here. So, no, I can just block again then. Block for 3. And then they have to discard the card. Oh, for fuck's sake. I completely forgot about the Tunic trigger. Damn. Damn it. Oh, man. That is shocking. Fine. Whatever. You get a counter. Oh, that's egg. That is Eggtopia. Right, so we're going to use Bullseye. Put this into our hand. Fire it off. 5 go again. Reload this. Opt. Take cover on top. We'll leave that on top. Then we'll just fire for 4. Go again. Pass. And then we'll pass. Defensive hand again here. So pass. We're just going to... Okay, running through. What does this do? Your next sword attack gains +2. Okay, fine. We'll take cover that then. We're not gonna reload anything here, I don't think. This turn is pretty much all about just stopping the on hits. Okay, we've got another out for blood. What does this do? +3. Right, now we take cover again. Pass. Pass. So we block fully out. We block fully out. Yes, we do. Fully block. Oh my god, really? Iron Song response. Bringing it up to 10. Fuck my arse. That was just a damage leaker though, wasn't it? That was nothing in particular. Right, so we can activate Death Dealer. Pitching Tri-Shot. Putting that in, drawing a card. Then we can't activate Death Dealer again after this, though. That's the problem. We can't put Bolt and Shot in our arsenal after this. So it's going to come in for 4. 4 go again. Blocking with the Crown this time. Leaking 2 damage. And that's pretty much it. We can arsenal a card. Maintain some form of card advantage. And this is where we get the battering bolts through. So let's just play the Memorial Ground. Let's just say to them, we haven't used battering bolts this game. Eh? We haven't used battering bolts at all. Let's just get Sleep Dart then. I thought we did. I thought we had used battering bolts already. Why are they not in the discard? They are in the discard. What have I missed? Oh, fuck my arse. I missed that completely. Right, 6 with 1 floating. Chuck Fatigue Shot in front of it and chuck Endless Arrow in front of it. 1 floating. Let's just chuck Red Ledger in front of it. Block for 9. We still got a 0 attacking our arse. Fully blocked. End turn. Okay, fine. Oh, thank God. Right, so let's opt. See what's on top. Sleep Dart. Put that on top. Lovely old job. We left it there, didn't we? Because we Memorial Grounded for it. Activate Azalea. Give it Dominate. Fire it off with the Tunic trigger. 5 Dominate. So they can block 3 of it with their equipment and 1 card from hand. So I guess we're still maintaining similar card hands in similar cards in hand situation with their arsenal card as well if they do block from hand. But this is forcing equipment now as well. Otherwise, their turn is a lot less powerful with the double swings on Dorinthia. Yellow Memorial Ground can't get Battering Bolt. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, very true. Completely forgot about that. Okay, fine, pass. So they're taking 2 damage and only being able to do potentially 1 swing. But they're going to have reactions to deal with this, aren't they? So I guess we're just going to have to overblock again and then snatch to threaten the card advantage at the end. So let's overblock. Oh, that's 8. Block for 8. Then we can snatch on our crackback and threaten the card advantage. Okay, right. So they're giving their thing go again, right? But they have to hit twice in order to get counters. So I think I'm still doing the right thing. I'm trying to prevent their value being had. So we'll see what happens on the next swing. The next swing is probably going to be still quite powerful though. But I think I did the right thing here. We'll see. I never quite know what to do against Dori, to be honest. Pursuit of Knowledge. It's a good card. So they're protecting their card advantage now, see? Because they're going to draw up to 5 now. I can't do anything about this. I can take 4 and go to the same life total. And again, the card advantage situation will be lost unless they block. So I guess we'll find out, won't we? So they're going to go up to 5 intellect. We're going to threaten 4 damage and 5 cards as well. So I think we still have the tempo to a certain degree. Because we're still threatening damage plus... Well, no, they have a 6 card hand. So that is a bit scary. So they still have a 6 card hand. So they are blocking with 1 card and armor. So they're still keeping a 1 card advantage. And that is pretty devastating because we've got a shit defensive hand now. So Yellow Memorial Ground again can only get back the Sleep Dart. So we'll just get that back. And we're going to take a lot of damage here, I think. We might even just die here. So we're going to have to just leak damage instead of... let's block with the equipment now, I think. And then we got 5 block after this. So this is not going to be enough. I need to block either 1 or nothing. I either need to block 1, not leak damage, I think. And if I'm still thinking of the counters anyway. So let's just do that. Let's block the whole fucking thing, I guess. The weapon can swing again anyway. Maybe that was a bad decision. Spores of War again. Dawnblade for what? 9? 5. Okay. Okay, fine. No cards in hand now. They're going to swing again for what? 5? 4. Damn. Yeah. Double Spores of War turn. Came at the right time for them, I think. Because I've got no cards. I'm just going to pass and draw. They've got a counter on their thing. What's this do? Go again. Okay. So 4 go again. So 2 floating. I guess we just block and pass and see what happens. Probably would have needed to overblock there. Okay, leaking 1. Leaking 1. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to get out of this. The double Spores of War thing was just... There was nothing we could do about that. We had a 3-card hand because of the Memorial Ground. So I think we're just dead now. But we will see. Coming in for 5. Yeah, we just die now, I think. How are they getting 5 damage? Because of this. Your next weapon attack gains +5. Okay. So, yeah, I think we're dead. I think we are dead. Unfortunately. Yeah, we're dead. GG's. We are dead. We are dead. It's a shame. Double Spores of War just absolutely rinsed us on that last bit there. But you never know. I never know quite when to block or do anything. He can't use sword again. Tough match. Yeah, that was a hard one. Yeah, that was a very, very hard one. I think the mid-game was pretty back and forth. The mid-game was quite good. I think I had quite a good start as well. I was forcing a lot of battering bolts through, which were obviously quite good against Dorinthia. Maybe I used the battering bolts too early, because I think there was like 2 battering bolts used in my first 3 turns. So maybe I forced those battering bolts too early. Got them down to 11 life, but then they just came through with 5 and 5 on the double Spores of War turn. So that was just horrible. Yeah, there wasn't really much I could do with that double Spores of War. I'm trying to think of other critical errors as well, but there was one. There was probably a few mistakes there. I don't play against Dori enough, but yeah, well, that was a tough one. And again, I think with Dori, you need to be blocking a lot, and sometimes you just can't do that with the Memorial Grounds. They just screw over your entire hand. So maybe against Dorinthia, I take the Memorial Grounds out, because I don't think I need Memorial Grounds against Dorinthia. There's not really. You're not trying to get Dorinthia into like a red in the ledger lock, or I mean, I did have some form of like recursion on the sleep darts, but I don't think that was enough to really stop her. So I think you need all of your defensive capabilities on Dorinthia games. So taking out the Memorial Grounds probably the best thing to do in that matchup next time. Let me know what I could have done differently, but yeah, that's a difficult one. And also the yellow Memorial Grounds weren't able to fetch the battering bolts back either. So that was also screwing over the play as well a little bit to some degree. But yeah, that was a learning curve. I don't really play much against Dorinthia on Talishar, so it's good to see that people are actually still playing their favourite heroes, or the heroes that they play well with the most. So I still do like seeing that every now and again. So yeah, that was pretty good. So we've probably got time for one more game, and I think they've been pretty good games so far. Obviously, we won against the Iyslander first match, and then we lost against the Dorinthia. But I think that was a good game. And maybe just due to a few faults of my own, maybe deck building stuff, I didn't have the right things. Super Mario Black Tiger, you said, did you have Red Memorial in your side deck? Yes, I believe so. Actually, no, I don't. I don't have Red Memorial Grounds in here. That's true. I think maybe I need to switch those out then, because the red ones do actually matter now that I've got Command and Conquers and Battering Bolts in here. So maybe I need to take out those. I've only got 2 Memorial Grounds in the deck. So maybe I need to take out the yellow ones and put the red ones in. So yeah, let's do that. Let's take out the yellow ones and put 2 red ones in instead, because obviously we can get the Battering Bolts back and the other attack actions as well, Command and Conquer, etc. But I think that's it. Memorial Ground yellows were quite nice, though, to obviously use for pitch and arcane sometimes, because obviously they're yellows. So in those matchups, they do block for 2, essentially. Whereas the reds, the more reds you have in this deck, the more you get preyed upon by Wizard. But you get preyed upon anyway, let's be honest. There's quite a few blues in here. There are 12 blues in the deck. So I think that's okay to a certain degree, and a few yellows, but mainly is red. Yeah, mainly is red. But yeah, so let's do one more match. Obviously, we'll take out the yellow Memorial Ground, put the red one in to get those back to see if it makes a difference. So yeah, let's do another one. So Gag playing Azalea. Let's do that again. Playing with Draw My Sleeves again. So Rusted Relics come out first of all, and Azalea versus Azalea. All right then, here we go. Last time I played against an Azalea, they absolutely rinsed my ass with a strange deck build, which was using Dreadbore. So, do I get to see their equipment? I don't, do I? Oh, it's Grandengin. Grandengin in the chat is challenging me live on the stream. So, Grandengin, please make sure you mute and minimise this stream so you don't see my hand or hear my strategic plays. But yeah, let's get it. Let's get it in my arse. Lovely old job. Okay, cool. Right, so we're just going to play with the same deck then, I guess. Same deck, everything works to a certain degree. So I guess we're just gonna go with that. Yeah, I think so. So start. Player 2 is going first. So that's them. Using a Snapdragon Scalers instead. That's interesting. Snapdragons are actually quite good. I have thought about using them as well myself, because sometimes you just do want to give a certain arrow a go again, which is great. But I think CC, Perch Grapplers do essentially give all of your arrows go again, but it's just more cost intensive. So activating Death Dealer, I've got a rubbish hand here. I've got 2 Rain Razors. That's really bad for defense, let's be honest. So I'm probably going to be taking some damage here. Ridge Rider Shot, when it goes into the arsenal, opt 1, so they could potentially activate Azalea turn 1, get some dominated damage through, which is always good. They're activating Azalea. Good. What's on top? An Endless Arrow. Not bad. So they're getting some dominated effects through straight away. So let's just block with a Bolt and Shot. Leak 1 damage. Leak 1. They gain an arsenal turn 1. Do we want that happening? Yeah. Let them have it. We'll let him have it. Battle of the Cultists. Exactly, Battle of the Cultists. I think on the last couple of streams now, we've had an Azalea mirror match every single time, which is great to see. It's great to see the cult getting involved with the Tuesday and Thursday night streams and playing Azalea mirror matches, and just learning Azalea as well. I don't think Grandengen has really got the chance to play with Azalea too much, so it's nice to see that people are showing her, our supreme leader, some love every now and again. So, absolutely. Battle of the Cultists. Fantastic. Lovely old job. So it's my go. And we're just going to activate Death Dealer. Pitching a Rain Razors. Put a Remorse into the arsenal, draw a card. And then we're just going to shoot this through, I think. Take aim. Fire the Remorseless through. For 8. No dominate. So sometimes it can encourage people to block because there's no dominate. So it just depends whether they want to take 8 or not. And Azalea sometimes as well likes to play a lot of non-attack actions to buff her attacks. So it's going to do quite a lot of damage. So yeah, 6. We just play this out to bring it up to 10. So 4 damage going through. And then every action is going to cost them a life. Then we're just battering bolt into the arsenal. So we'll see what happens here. 3 of a kind. Grandengen's playing 3 of a kind. What are you going to do? Let's see. Let's see if it works for you. Because it didn't work for me at all. Skullbone Cross Wrap. Okay, here we go. What's the play? Put a card on top. He's activating Azalea. Playing the Take Aim, which can load an arrow from his arsenal into his hand, into his arsenal. So it's pretty good. Choosing to reload a card. He's losing life doing this, though, because of the Remorseless trigger on the stack. A regular Azalea mirror would be nice. Yeah, your deck was very, very interesting, Ricardo, last time we played. So Remorseless coming in with Dominate, so he's also doing me exactly the same as what I did last turn with the Remorseless. So we will just play the Memorial Ground, get the Remorseless back on top. For 8. So if we block with 2 cards, we can still play the Remorseless next turn. So leaking some damage. They're going to arsenal a card as well, of course. So yeah, we're just going to activate Azalea. Give the Remorseless dominate and fire it off. Not as much damage, but still dominated. Battle of the Remorselesses right now. Just Remorseless after Remorseless after Remorseless every single time without fail. Without fail. Yeah, Ricardo, your deck was like a Azalea. It was an Azalea deck, but it was also an Azalea deck to kill other Azaleas, basically. It's very interesting. So yeah, 5 dominate coming through. Their equipment blocks for 2 on field. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this. So they are blocking for 2. They're going to take 3. Okay, go down to 30. Obviously, the Remorseless trigger is effective again. Dromai. Looks lovely, doesn't she? Looks fantastic. Even though I've never played Dromai, I just got, obviously, a commissioned art done for her. But yeah. And again, if you're a patron of the channel, you get access to these sleeves on Talishar. If you're a patron at any level, I might add. If you enjoy watching the videos, you want to contribute directly to the sort of growth of this channel, and want to help support me directly, that's the place to do it, people. GoAgainGaming, the person you're seeing right now and they're playing this Azalea, is a patron of the channel at the highest level. So thank you very much, GoAgainGaming. Absolute hero. And Azalea Mirror, post-pawned TV. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And it's just remorselesses left, right, and centre. You know, all sorts of remorselesses going on top of the deck, getting reloaded and fired over and over again. So yeah, we're just going to be taking cover this game, loading in the take aim, playing the take aim, reloading the red and the ledger. I think read the glide paths. This is going to be a big remorseless coming in now. So I think we try and block this for as much as possible. 8 dominate. So our turn is going to be... So we're going to block with the perch grapplers. We're not going to need those. We're going to pass, and we're going to use take cover to block that. And we're going to reload the red in the ledger into the arsenal. Or do we want to? Do we want to draw a card through Death Dealer? I think we do. We're going to pass. So use your tunic. Use Death Dealer to load the red in the ledger in. Draw a card and see if we get another buff on top potentially. Okay, so tunic, Death Dealer, red and ledger goes in, and we draw a card. Okay, fine. Then we play take aim. Then we're going to red in the ledger, pitching sleep dart. So yeah, red in the ledger is absolutely vile against Azalea because it just means she can't load any arrows. She can't really attack. The only thing you can really do if you've got one action as an Azalea player is play something like Snatch, which is why I have the Snatches in the deck, because sometimes you just need to block with everything and then you come back with a Snatch to threaten some card advantage. But typically, I don't think Azalea does like to use many attack actions. So yeah, red in the ledger is very pummeling, very punishing against Azalea players. But they have fully blocked it with 3 cards from hand. So fair play to getting rid of that. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can come back with on their turn. Because they do have a tunic trigger, so they can use Death Dealer to load something in, draw a card, and fire it off. So that's what they're doing, Searing Shot. But we do have quite a defensive play here, and we do have a big battering bolt next turn, potentially. So I think, so yeah, so we're coming in with that. So we're just going to block with this Sink Below, of course, to get it out of the arse. Our go again, so we will just play... do we load the battering bolt in for 7? No, don't really have many non-action cards, do we, as Azalea players? Apart from maybe the defense reactions. Let's just do that. Let's just activate Death Dealer, pitching the Tri-Shot, because we can still raise a reflex this as well then. Choosing the battering bolt to go into hand, draw a card. Then we've got Read the Glide Path, so we may as well play... can we play both? Yeah, this is probably better. So battering bolt was 6, pushes it up to a 9. Then we can... We'll see what's on top as well. This is probably the better idea, isn't it? Seeing what's on top, see if it's a better arrow than battering bolt. Probably not, but we'll see. Bolt and shot, probably not going to be enough to warrant having that, so we're going to leave that on the bottom. And then we're just going to fire this off, pitching the Razor Reflex to do so. Oh no, we got resources floating. Of course we have, because we pitched the blue. So this can essentially come in for 11 once I razor it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how much they commit to this, but I think I just want to force this through. Coming in for 9 is quite a lot of damage. Blocking for 1 with the cross wrap. Okay, pass. Sinking below. Why can I not use Razor Reflex then? Why is it not allowing me to use it? Oh, right, yeah, because it's Battering Bolt. Yeah, we can't pump up a 2 cost. Yeah, of course. Right, I see. So yeah, using a lot of defensive capabilities here to block out this Battering Bolt. So that will be fully blocked. So that's fair enough. Then we're just going to Arsenal the thingy. Potentially got a wide turn here. If we choose to take the majority of the damage after doing the Fateful Scene. So they're using the take aim. So if we block with the Sleep Dart, 7. Okay, we'll just take 3. We'll Fateful Scene and take 3, I think. Ravenous Rabble on top. Just thinking about how we do this. We'll leave it on top. We'll try and figure out the puzzle after. Okay, so if we bullseye braces, bolt and shot this one here, that will have go again. Yes, we want to do that. We want bullseye braces, the bolt and shot blue. Yeah, do that. So this is 3 go again, first of all. 3 go again. Pass. Choose a card to reload. I will reload the... I will not reload. Or... Yeah, I will not reload. Pass. Activate Death Dealer. We will pitch the Sleep Dart. No, we'll pitch Razor Reflex. No, we need to pump the bolt and shot to give it go again, don't we? So we need to load the... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Pitch Razor Reflex, put Sleep Dart into hand, draw a card, and then we'll just fire this off, pitching the Ravenous Rabble, I think. Oh, we haven't done. We don't need to pitch it. Okay, fine. 5. It's going to hit Azalea, so she can't dominate anything, and then we'll just add this Ravenous Rabble to the arsenal. Okay, so she can't dominate anything. 10 life advantage. Coming in with a can't be defense reactions from hand. Okay, fine. +3, no defense reactions from hand. That's going to have 7 go again. 7 go again. Okay, we're just going to try and crack back with a snatch then, I think. So we'll block for fully block. They're going to reload anyway. They're going to reload a card with Death Dealer anyway. So let's just block 6, leak 1 damage. And then we can still block for 3 with this card, and then do Ravenous Rabble and then snatch afterwards on our turn. So they're going to load something. We'll see. We'll see what it is. We'll see what it is. We can still block for 5 on board. Yeah, red in the ledger. We have to block this with our equipment, unfortunately. Yeah, we have to block this fully. For 3, 1, 5. Yeah, we need to block 5 of it. There's a chance it's probably going to be a Rain Razors in hand, but we just need to take the risk and block with everything. If it's a Rain Razors, then that's fine, I guess. No, it's not. Fine. Cool. Ravenous Rabble out the arse for 4, revealing an Enlightened Strike. Okay, that can help. So 4 go again, and then we snatch as well after this. So we get the card back. We get the Enlightened Strike into hand potentially after this. So that's good. They're having to do some serious thinking now. Because this is 4 with go again. They have to think, oh, what's the 0 cost in Aaron's hand they can use? Taking 4. Snatch for 4. So card advantage. Yeah, there we go. Blocking with their buffs, which is nice to see. And then we got, wow, we got a very defensive hand here. Very defensive, but still could be a big crackback as well as being defensive, which is lovely old job. So we block 8, still come back for 7 next turn. That's good numbers there, isn't it? It's pretty good numbers. And what we can do here as well is we can take cover and reload the other defense reaction to then block if it's a dominated card, which it most likely will be because they're knocking for it. It means that take cover, reloading the sink below into the arsenal will allow us to block with 2 cards rather than just 1 because it's not dominated. It's not being blocked from hand. We can use the arsenal to then use to block the other 4, basically. So that interaction is quite nice, luckily. In this particular hand composition, it's working out to be quite nice if they do get a dominated red in the ledger or something along those lines. But depending on what the arrow is, we might just take the damage because we can just double E-strike next turn for 10 if we need to. We can double E-strike, which I think will be quite good as well. Red in the ledger is revealed. So again, this is going to come in for 5 dominate. So we will block this. We will definitely block this. So pass. So take cover. We only get 1 action anyway, so we could just come in with an E-strike for 7 and keep the sink below. Because we're only going to get 1 action anyway. So I guess we can just leak 1 damage and then take 1 and just play 1 E-strike. So yeah, we'll just do that. We'll take 1 damage. That's fine. With this hand, we can afford to just take 1 action. So we're just going to E-strike. We're going to tuck the other E-strike and just come in for 7. E-strike is so fucking good, isn't it? Let's be honest. That is so good. Blocking for 3. Taking 4 damage unless they sink. No. Art of War in an Azalea deck. Interesting. We've got a very powerful turn next turn. If we just don't take any damage, we can do a red in the ledger for 11 damage, which I think is pretty good. So we can block 1 thing. What has he chosen? Draw 2 and next attack gains go again. Right, okay. Fatigue shot. Fine, I guess. So the next attack will be halved, rounded. 5 becomes 3. So red and ledger will still be 9. So if we leak 1 damage from this, we will sink the Sikkim shot, drawing an endless arrow instead. Okay, fine. So our next attack is halved. That's fine, I guess. And they're going to come in for 5 with this one. So we can just leak 2 damage here. And then we can come in for... so we come in for 6. We'll just take 5. Sod it. We'll take 5 damage. We're on 21. Still 10 life ahead. So we want to activate Death Dealer. Pitching the Endless Arrow. put a red in the ledger into the arsenal, draw a card. Then we're going to play Seek and Destroy, read the glide path. That can go on the bottom, and then we'll just fire this off for 9. Obviously, the attack is halved, but still 9 damage is pretty good. Taking away 3 cards of 1 card there, so that's cool. And again, we got another solid follow-up here. They're just having to Arsenal on pass, which is always good. So we're going to Ravenous first, see what's on top. It is a Battering Bolt on top. Okay. So he's sinking below that. Fine. Then we can draw the Battering Bolt. So we activate Death Dealer, pitch the red in the ledger. No, we're going to draw a card, aren't we? So if we pitch the Endless Arrow, Seek and Destroy again, red in the ledger, pitch this. So coming in for 8 again with red in the ledger. So blocking for... Is there another D-React? There's another D-React. Cool. Endless Arrow goes back. We will Memorial Ground a red in the ledger on top. We can get this. We'll activate Death Dealer, pitch the Bolt and Shot. Oh, we can't. Let's undo that. Whoops, wrong one. Undo. Whoopsie. So activate Death Dealer, pitch the Fateful Scene, load the Bolt and Shot, draw a card. Then we just play the Bolt and Shot for 4. That's all we can do, really. At least we got a red in the ledger in hand for next turn, at least. But yeah, still 4 coming through. Still 4 coming through. Fully blocking. And we will take cover in the arsenal. No defensive action can be played from Arsenal this chain link. That's a shame. That is a shame. So I guess we just chuck as much as we can at this. Hopefully it's not... If it's dominated, it's going to leak a lot of damage through. That's going to leak a lot of damage through. So coming in for 12. So I guess we just block with everything here. Just conserve life. Activate Azalea blindly. See what happens. Knock the Death Whistle. Doesn't really do anything, but it's there for next turn at least. Still maintaining card advantage, so we can push through a big dominated attack next turn. Lost the tempo there, unfortunately, but that's just what happens with a Rain Razors. Oh, brilliant! That's it. Great hand. Just to Rain Razors. That's it. Okay. The best. Well, that's what happens when you play Azalea. Right, so let's knock. Let's go and get a... Let's go and get... Should we go and get Battering Bolt? So if we play this, if we reload... yeah. Reload this. Reload this. Activate Azalea. Give Battering Bolt dominate. Just in case they've got any D-reacts or instants or what have you, which sounds like they have. So let's play Read the Glide Path. And then let's just fire this. So leave that at the bottom. Let's just fire this, pitching this. So coming in for 9 with Dominate. They've probably got a lot of Memorial Grounds and defense reactions in hand, so this would probably be quite nice against them right now. Because obviously their last hand, they could not do anything with that last hand. So that implies to me that this is the card we need right now. Nine Dominate. pretty big. Well, it's 11 dominate. It's got Rain Razors in hand, but still. They don't know that. They don't know that. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Okay, so let's just push it up to 11, shall we? Let's push it up to 11. 11. Pass, okay. There was no on-hit effect through the battering bolt. So read the glide path. So we can still come in with a fairly strong bolt and shot next turn, followed by another bolt and shot after that, potentially. Wow, they just got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go, unfortunately. Just all buffs in hand. Not enough arrows by the looks of it. So we can come in with Enlightened Strike with Go Again. Pitching this, and then come in with the take. Yeah, okay. Enlightened Strike. Pitch this. Come in with 5 Go Again. And then we can load the take aim, bolt and shot, come in for 7 with Go Again. That's not really going to matter, but... That battering killed me. Yeah, Battering Bolt was a pretty sick card. But it didn't really do much. The on-hit effect didn't really do anything, to be honest. Then we play the take aim, reload this, fire this for 7. So pretty good. Pretty good rates all round right now. Blocking for 3. So you can take 4. Goes to 2. Pass. Release Attention. Death Dealer. Loading in Bolt and Shot. So this is coming in for 7 Go Again. I guess I just block this. 7 Go Again if it hits reload. Or we just take it. We just take it at this point, I think. We can come back even harder with a Rain Razored Endless Arrow. So that's pretty good, right? Pass. 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 Go to 10. Okay, cool. Right, so we'll activate Death Dealer. Pitching Command and Conquer. Endless Arrow into hand, draw a card. Seek and Destroy. Pass. Fire it off. For 7. Well, it'll be 9, actually, but... He's just saying, you took the damage to make me feel better. Well, there is an end game to this. Here we go. Rain Razors over the top. GG. GG. Cool. So, yeah, at least the Azalea prevailed in that stream. That's all that matters. We had a nice little Azalea mirror match at the end there, but yeah, pretty good stream, pretty good session overall today. We had obviously the Iyslander matchup at the very beginning, which was very close, very interesting. But I ended up coming through on that one. The Dori game was just hard because I don't really play against Dori too much. So yeah, it was interesting to play against Dori. You never know what you're going to get against her, so it's always difficult. The start of the game for Dori was quite good, but I think I used my battering bolts too early, and as a result of that as well, we couldn't get the battering bolts back because we were using the yellow memorial grounds rather than the red. So I've added those reds in now instead. And then obviously we had the Azalea mirror there, which was fun. So yeah, 2 out of 3 today, not bad. But just love having fun with Azalea. Great fun, great hero. And don't lose hope on Azalea. We're going to be getting some cool stuff in Dynasty, including the bow, which obviously we spoiled here on GoAgainGaming. Don't know what how good it's going to be yet, because obviously we don't know what the aim counters do, of course. But yeah, it's going to be general ranger support anyway. So it's going to be interesting to see what other arrows we get, what other non-attacks we get. Do we get an equipment as well? Do we get an armor piece or something along those lines? Going to be interesting to see what happens and how it unfolds through Dynasty season, spoiler season. So I'm very, very excited. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Just want to read the chat quickly. Good games, Post-Porn TV, yeah, they're decent games today. I'm not sure whether you caught all of them, but yeah, they were very, very good. Grand Engin, thanks for the game, no problem. You're always welcome. If you're in the stream, if you're watching, you can always participate. All you have to do is just let me know, or just join the game. You know, gag streaming Azalea. Just join it if you're watching. And Post-Porn, you're hoping for a new equipment. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see if we do get something else. We have had like Ninja Chest revealed. We have had other things revealed, like the Rune Blade helmet. And the one thing that Ranger is missing is a chest piece. We don't have one yet. So maybe this is the set where we get both a new bow and a new chest piece that gives us extra things. We will see. But yeah, it's been a good one. Super Mario Black Tiger, lovely old job on the Eat My Ass stream. Yeah, was pretty good. So a few opponents did eat my ass in that particular sort of stream today, that stream session. So yeah, it was pretty good. But I don't mean anyone any disrespect when I say eat my ass. It is just for the lols and humour, and that's just me, really. Lovely old job. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you hopefully on Thursday to do it all over again here on GoAgainGaming. Might have some What's the Card available next on Thursday as well. So I'll prepare 2 games of What's the Card as well. And for those who don't know, I am starting a game show-esque series of What's the Card, featuring content creators of all shapes and sizes to appear with me as the host, pitting off 3 people per session in a What's the Card competition on the channel. So look out for that. It's going to be good fun. But yeah, thank you very much for joining in, and we'll see you very, very soon here on GoAgainGaming to do it all over again. Grand Engin is saying, it tasted good. What, my arse? Yeah. Yeah, it always does after a curry. Anyway, in that case, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. And for people that stick around towards the end, there's always a bit of a weird voice situation going on, because I haven't actually ended the stream yet. It's still live right now, so maybe you'll just get a ASMR experience with Az's voice like this. Even though this is quite creepy, but if you're a regular viewer of the GoAgainGaming streams, you will know that I have these weird sections at the end of the video where I just start talking for no reason whatsoever. But yes, that was some good fun, and I hope you all have a great day. Goodbye, and good luck eating arse. It's a lovely old job.